Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is September 5th, 2022. Hope you're all doing well. In today's segment, we'll take a look at stocks with the high insider as well as institutional transactions. When insiders and institutions are buying the stocks, that's a very good sign that tells you these stocks can go higher, especially when their fundamentals are good. So with that, let's look at the stocks where there's a very heavy insider as well as institutional buying. All right, let's get started here. Look, we got both insider transactions as well as institutional transactions. So this list is sorted by insider transactions. All these stocks have got nice and heavy insider buying going on here. That's why it's always good time to look at such stocks. And in addition, we got also have institutional buying. Many stocks, look, we got double-digit institutional buying here. Look, stocks like Coinbase here, we got insiders buying, nice 471% insider buying happening here compared to previous periods. And also look, institutions also buying. That's a great sign here. Let's look at such stocks and go from there. All right, so you might wonder, hey, you know what, is that the only indicator, insider buying and institutional buying, or should I look some more indicators? It's always good to look at few more indicators. That's why, as you look through here, I got few indicators. If I expand this right here, I got few more indicators here. We got here what the target price. Look, Coinbase current price is $65. Target price is 107, which is very good appreciation from the current levels, and it also carries a buy rating from analysts. And from a technical perspective, most of the stocks are in a sell rating right now because from a moving average perspective, they're not doing great. Look, from a market cap perspective, it's got a healthy $14 billion market cap, and institutions own a nice chunk of Coinbase, as you can see here. And as you look through here, we got sales number here. We got nice $5 billion sales. And as you expand further here, we can go into a few more details. Look, we got a few more numbers here. Let's do one thing. Let's expand the sales number here and see how are the sales doing. Look, from a sales perspective, we got trailing 12-month sales of 5 billion, and in a one-year basis there is a 17% sales growth. That's a good story, but quarter over quarter they did not do well, negative 64% compared to the quarter last year. So that's why stock got pummeled here. Look, nice and respectable gross margin. Net margin is slightly negative. Company is not making money yet. And then you got current ratio above 1. That tells you this company has got enough money to take care of its short-term obligations, which is a good story. And we got few more indicators here. Look, we got volume here. Current volume is 58% below 90-day average volume. But as we look through a little more detail here, we could look at volume and see how the volume is doing. Let's do one thing. We'll hide these volume numbers here, so we can look at volume, percentage growth in volume. All right, let me hide these numbers here. From a volume perspective, look, from a 10-day perspective, current volume is 21% below 10-day volume, 56% below 30-day volume, and so on and so forth. Looks like volume is not doing great as of now, given market is getting sold off big time here. From an RSI perspective, we got a 14-day RSI, which is 41, and 7-day RSI is 26. That tells you stock is really getting clobbered here. It's going down, as you can see here. And then you got few more indicators. As you see here, we got ATR. Stock is moving up and down very nicely. $6 ATR. That tells you stock is moving $6 up and down on a given day in last 14 days. For the options traders, look, there's a nice and high IV rank. That tells you can do option trading here, and healthy open interest. As I expand this forward here, look, we got open interest here, and we got a few more indicators. Option volume is also pretty healthy here, 122,000 option volume On Friday we got 122,000 contracts traded. That's pretty healthy option volume. It's one of those stocks you can trade options also. And look, there's a call volume and put volume here. Both are dead heat. That tells you the put call ratio is 1.0. That tells you folks don't know whether to buy call or buy put. They're doing both at the same clip. And as you look through here, we got a few more indicators here. We got short ratio, again high short ratio. Float is relatively low. That's why this could be a good stock here if you want to buy some and hang on to it. This can go higher as cryptocurrency appreciates. And we got a few more indicators on a percentage basis. In 1 day, stock is down by 4%, 0.4%, 5-day down, 10-day down, 1 year is down 76%. That must be hurting big time. But at this time, if you want to slowly start buying some, or you could even sell some put option way below the current price, given the IV rank is high. And we've got a few more here as we scan through here. We got it's down big time from 52-week high, 82% down, free cash flow negative as you can see here. And look, it's below its 5-day moving average. And it's below its 5-day SMA and EMA exponential moving average, as well as simple moving average. So right now it's negative as you can see here. We got a few more numbers here. We don't need to worry about all of them here. And look, we got here most of the numbers that we need to know here. Let's keep going back here. And look, we can expand this slightly here. We got insider and institutional selling, also institutional buying here. Look, we got a few more here. Six Flags is very good here. Look, Six Flags, most of the folks are worried about going to these Six Flag resorts. That's why stock is down. On the positive side, look, analysts are recommending strong buy for Six Flags. Six Flags at this time, insiders are buying big time, 390% as you can see here. Institutions are buying slightly. Institutions own 100%. That's a very good ownership level for Six Flags here. As you scan through Six Flags here, let's highlight this row here. Healthy sales here, $1.5 billion. Nice 1 year sales growth here, but quarter over quarter slightly negative sales growth. This company makes money, positive net margin 9% as you can see here. Current ratio is slightly lower. They may not have too much money to take care of short-term obligations. But look, volume perspective, volume is trending lower, not a great sign. RSI perspective, it's getting lower as you can see here. That tells you at this time stock is struggling. In the options market, this is not very active. If you're an options person, I don't recommend buying or selling Six Flags option. Instead, look at least option volume more than 100,000 or so. Then you could do option trading. But Six Flags, I would not recommend options trading. And then you got a few more here. Look, Six Flags, if you're a long-term person, look, stock has not done very well. Now look, we got 1 year. 2 year it's done 4%. If I expand this further here, look, let's look at the performance here. Look, let's see here. All right, look, 5 years it's lost money, 10 years it's done okay. That's why this is one of those stocks where you can take advantage of this huge sell-off and buy some, but it's not a good long-term investment. You made 18% if you held it for 10 years, but in 5 years you lost money big time, 52%. And then you got a few more as you see here. Let's go all the way back here. And look, we got a few more here. Pay attention to the stocks where there's a both high insider buying as well as high institutional buying. Look, this one right here, Fresh, it's got Fresh Works. It's got both high insider buying as well as high institutional buying. You could look at such names here, and as you scan through here, let's highlight this row here. And as you scan through here, we got a few more things going on here. Stock is down from a volume perspective. Look, volume is below its 10-day average volume and by 17% and so on and so forth here. From an RSI perspective, clearly stock is getting clobbered, and this one is not for options trading. As you can see here, fresh work does not have too much option volume. Don't waste your time trading options on fresh work. Nice and high short ratio as you see here, and stock is getting clobbered in 1 day, 5 day, 10 day. And look, it's it's one of those names where stock is at a lower price, as you can see here. And look, from a sales perspective, net margin perspective, it's negative. If you're a contrarian, you could buy along with these insiders and institutions, hold a good 63% of the stock. This one is for contrarians. And we got a few more here. I love DoorDash. DoorDash is a good platform for folks who want to, basically deliver food from the restaurants. Look, it's got nice and healthy insider buying and good insider institutional buying also. And as you scan through here, it's got nice sales growth in 1 year and nice gross margin. Net margin is still negative for DoorDash, as you can see here, and nice and healthy volume as you see here. Stock is getting clobbered. Volume perspective, it's at its 10-day average volume. That's a good sign here, and below its 30-day, 60-day average volumes. RSI perspective, stock is getting clobbered here. Look at RSI here, 33 in 14-day and 21 in 7-day. As you scan through here, stock moves up and down for the folks who want to day trade. Look, it goes up and down by $4. That's a good sign here. IV rank is relatively low, not too high. But look, it's got nice open interest in the options market and nice options volume. Look at that put call ratio. Call contracts traded on Friday, 5,146. Put contract is almost 2.5 times higher than the call contract. That tells you folks are worried. They're buying put options, so that way if stocks goes lower, they can make money. And look, short ratio is 4%. Folks are a little bit afraid to buy short this stock. They think this stock will go higher. That's why you could buy some DoorDash here. Given stock is beaten down here, analysts are also recommending buy on this stock here. As you scan through here, from a performance perspective, stock is down big time in 1 day, 5 day, 10 days, so on and so forth, as you see here. And look, they do have positive free cash flow. That's a good news here. So you could buy some DoorDash here. This can go higher, but right now it's having some tough time, as you can see here. And keep watching few more here. We got IVZ. And I like the ones where there's both insider buying as well as institutional buying. Look at HCP here, nice insider buying, nice institutional buying, as you can see here. And also let's do one thing. Let's freeze pane right here, so that way we can look at these names here. Let's go here and freeze pane. All right, so now we got here at HCP here. It's a HashiCorp. Look, there is a nice insider and institutional buy on this stock here. And as you scan through here, gross margin is nice and positive. From a sales growth perspective, it's a relatively new company. There is not too much to show off here, but nice gross margin. Net margin is negative. Company not making money. Look at the volume in this one here. Volume is increasing here. In its current volume is 171% more than 10-day average, and 173% more than 10-day, 30-day average, and so on and so forth. I like it when the volume picks up. That's going on here. But on the negative side, look here, RSI perspective, 14-day RSI 32, 7-day RSI 16. That tells you this stock is getting clobbered here. Stock is really going down big time here. But look, it's pretty active in the options market. If you're a long-term holder, long-term investor, you could buy some call option here. Given IV rank is relatively low, that tells you you're not paying too much for the options in HashiCorp here. And look, from a call option perspective, folks are buying call option. Look at that call option volume here, 1.4 thousand contracts traded. Put option volume is slightly lower. That tells you it's bullish in the option market. Short ratio is high, as you see here, and float is also low. This could be a good one for the folks who want to buy and even squeeze those short sellers. Also very active in the options market. And we got a few more here. We got PCOR and so on and so forth here. As usual, I want you to focus on where there's both heavy insider buying as well as institutional buying. And also like PCOR could be a good one here. Look, it's got a strong buy recommendation from analysts here. Nice increase in the from a target price perspective. You could look at such names also here. As you scan through here, this one is not making money. So right now it's a negative from a net margin perspective. Look, volume is picking up. I love the folks stocks where there's a volume picking up here. PCOR is one of those stocks. Even IVZ, we did not cover this. Volume is picking up. That's a good story here. And we got a few more. As usual, keep a watch on how the stock is doing. If you're an options type person here, keep watch on the nice and high option volume here. And even PCOR is pretty active in the option market. And put call ratio is 0.03. That tells you there are more call option buyers than put option buyers. Look, 1034 call volume. Put volume is almost negligible. That tells you folks are buying call option here. And as we scan through here, we got a few more details here. Look, we are at PCOR right now. PCOR, even on Friday when the market is collapsing, PCOR managed to go higher. You could look at such names here. And we got a few more here. Keep a watch on many of these names as usual. I love stocks when there is both insiders as well as institutional buying. We got one right here. Look, nice institutional and insider buying here. LQDA. And this one, as you see here, net margin is negative still. And as you scan through here, nice and high volume. Volume is good. And as you scan through here, volume is picking up. That's a good story. IV rank is RSI is pretty much around the same level, 47, 43 on a 14-day and 7-day. Not a big deal here. And as you scan through here, from a performance perspective, stock went up by 20%. I would not go buy at this time. Let it cool off here instead of buying when the stock is so much high. And we got a few more here. One of my favorite, ExxonMobil. It's a great company, especially when the oil is surging higher. Look what's going on here. Insiders are buying 54%. That's a good story. Institutions are buying. And this one is making money. Look at the earnings per share, nice and high. And as you scan through here, we got a few more details on ExxonMobil. Look, they're making money, 11% net margin. They're growing their sales. Sales increased by 64% in 1 year, and quarter over quarter is nice and high, 69%. I say you could go buy some ExxonMobil, even up here. Mainly as you scan through here, look, we got volume slightly lower, but it's above its 10-day average volume. RSI tells you stock is a little bit getting weaker, but not too much. And look, this one has done very well. Let's look at ExxonMobil. Look at the option volume here, nice and high option volume. This is super active in the option market. Whenever the option volume is more than 100,000, this is one of those active stocks. And given put call ratio is 0.51, that tells you there are more call option buyers than put option buyers. Look, almost call contract traded is 75,000 compared to the put. It's very low. Look, put is 38,000. So more call options are being bought. That's a positive sign here. And we've got a few more as you see here. Let's go all the way back here. Look, we got a few more as you see here. Look, we got CFLT, one of my favorite stock, Confluent software stock, as many of you know here. Look, nice insider buy and institutional buy. You could look at such names here. It also has got a higher short ratio. Look, short ratio is 10%. And as you scan through here, Confluent stock is getting clobbered here in near term. Look at that negative performance here, but could be a good one for the long term. Also high short ratio, 10%, as you can see here. And the list goes on, as you can see here. especially give interest to where there's a both high insider as well as institutional transactions like SMFR here, and we got CYH, same story here. And look, we got one here with the nice and high institutional buying here, which is ENVX. And we got few more here, NLY, same story, nice institutional buying here. And we got few more Marathon Digital, a crypto stock. Look, there's a nice and high institutional transaction. And you could look at HIMS and HERS. Look, there's a nice transaction here from institution. That's a good story. And we got few more as you see here. Keep a watch on those, especially ABCL. And we got TSP and few more here. We got DBRG. Look at that insider transaction, nice and high. And we got REI, same story, and Sorrento. And I think we got two more or a couple more here. I would say keep a watch on those names. And as usual, if you're an options trader, look at the nice and high option volume here. Look at option volume. If you're an options trader, look at stocks like Coinbase, and we got here DoorDash, nice and high volume. And we got here Carvana and AFRM. If you're an options trader, look at such names where there's a nice and high option volume. Don't waste your time with the less than 100,000 contracts traded. It's not your worthwhile. So instead, look at nice and high option volume. You can make money trading options. And if you're trading options as usual, keep a watch on IV rank. When the IV rank is above 50, you could sell some premium. Probably much below current stock price, sell some put option. And when IV rank is high, if the IV rank is high, sell premium. If IV rank is low, buy some call option. And also look at the RSI level. When the RSI is super high, say above 60, at those scenarios, you could sell some call options much above the stock price and make some money that way. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.